All right, welcome back. So now I'm going to share the secrets of how this birth plan system actually works. As I said, I have a deeper dive training that you can go through. It's a free mini course. It comes with my book, Your Empowered Birth. It's on writing your empowered birth plan. You just go to empoweringmomsbirth.com/birth plan. And this is going to help you to actually create your plan. It also comes with a template that you can use that Jenny actually created this for her own birth. And now she has generously donated that to be able to be used in tandem with the Write Your Empowered Birth Plan mini course. So make sure you go and take advantage of that if you don't already have a birth plan. And if you do have one and you want me to look it over, or you want one of my team members or Empowered Mom ambassadors to look it over, you can send an email at hello@empoweringmomsbirth.com and someone will get back to you. Maybe we'll spot one of those traps that we're like, if you're trying to get this, it's not going to happen by doing that. And we can help you optimize that. So the thing is, you need to know is that by creating your birth plan first, this helps you optimize those 5 pillars of empowerment that I mentioned before, and it helps you to step into your role as the birth visionary. This is a term, basically, I coined it from Annie Lala, who is a relationship coach, but she uses the term relationship leader, and I have the term birth visionary, but they're basically one and the same. The idea is you have a vision for where you want to go, how you want the relationship to go with your partner or with your care provider, how you want your birth to go and unfold. You have that vision, you have your dream. And then what you're doing is you're using that to enroll your partner and your care team into your vision. So instead of them telling you where to go and navigate, you are navigating for them. You're like, I have a dream. Here it is. This is where we're going. This is our North Star. This is what we're aiming for. Now let's all work together to get to that dream. So by using your power as the birth visionary, this then allows you to advocate for yourself a lot stronger, get past any fear that you have, avoid any of that pushback from people, because even if they do push back a little, you're like, I hear you, and we're still going with my plan. Like, you're not changing your plan as the birth visionary. So here's the 3 ways that you need to optimize your birth plan. Okay. So by being the birth visionary, you also need to have some position of authority. So here's some quick tips. I do go deeper with this inside of the Empowered Birth Plan mini course. So make sure you go to empoweringmomsbirth.com/birth plan if you don't already have that. So the idea is you want to focus on what you want, not what you don't. And the reason for that is twofold. One, if you are focusing only on what you don't want, you're writing a very, very long list. And if you're writing a very long list, it's very hard for your care provider to read and sift out the no's from the yeses. The brain also does not process no. It only sees the item. So what you focus on gets stronger. So if you're saying, I don't want a C-section, your brain is actually seeing C-section. It's not seeing the no in front of it. It's not seeing the no episiotomy. It's not seeing the no vaginal exams. So by doing that, you're actually reinforcing the thing that you don't want. So you need to instead focus on what you do want. You don't put what you don't want on your birth plan. You only put what you do want on your birth plan. Now, the second part, you need to use language that communicates that you're the decision maker. You don't want to have any language that's like, if this is at all possible, or unless medically necessary, or I prefer. No. This is what I want. And if there's anything else that's like any contingency plans, they go in your backup plan, which is number 3, creating your backup plans as separate from your main plan. So as long as everything is still going the way you need it to go, and you don't have any of your hard lines in the sand, then you don't pull out those backup plans. But as you are discussing this with your care provider, and I do suggest you do this at every appointment because they're going to have things that come up. I also suggest creating a pregnancy plan. So it's like, What tests are you going to say yes to? What tests do you not think that are necessary? Which ones would you be open to if something deviates in your plan? And what are those things where it would indicate that you would want that test? And have those discussions early into your journey with your care provider and into your appointments to see how receptive they are. This is going to tie into what I'm going to be talking about in the next session on advocating for yourself and seeing the red flags in your care provider. But the idea is by creating the backup plans, that's your safety net. That is saying, if an emergency does happen, I am open to these things. However, I am not going to entertain the emergency situation. I am not going to entertain those interventions. They are not part of my main plan. And then by using the birth plan template that comes with the birth plan mini course that I mentioned, empoweringmomsbirth.com/birth plan, the way that Jenny did it was she had her yes column of things that she wanted. She had the thing of like the pink flags. These are the things I'm open to in this case, and this is a hard no. And by doing that, the nurse only looked at the things that Jenny said yes to, because that's all they really care about. All your care provider wants to know is what things are you wanting and which, like, they don't care about all the stuff you don't want. It bogs them down. They don't have a lot of time. So with these templates and checklists, oftentimes it's like they've got, this is what I want for early labor. This is what I want for active labor. This is what I want for postpartum. This is what I want for this and this baby. And it's all on one plan. And it's just so much. It's just so much that happens. And then you end up running into the problem of the natural birth traps as well. So create your backup plan in tandem with your ideal dream birth. Now, if you want to go deeper with this, I also created a bonus ebook. This is the first iteration before I created the birth plan mini course. So you have the course, but you also get a companion ebook, and it's called Your Empowered Birth Plan Roadmap. This is the way you need to think about creating your birth plan before you start writing it out. So if you were to go through this in order, what you would want to do is you'd want to read the birth plan roadmap first. Then you would want to get past your fears and address those. Then you would want to also go through the birth plan mini course training. And then ultimately you would come out with a plan. You would have your plan with the beautiful template that has everything that you need. On one side, you've got yourself, and on the other side, you have your baby. And it's easy to read, and your care provider can just be like, yeah, got it. And because you're also advocating for yourself the whole time through your pregnancy and running things through the 5-pillar system from your empowered birth and what I talk about in all my content, then you also have those people who are supporting you, and you can have those conversations without that fear coming up. And now is probably a good time to go and take a glass of water, go to the bathroom, go get a snack, and I'll see you in the next part of this training.